Hello and welcome to your practice. My name is Alicia. This class is going to be a short little flow that incorporates a lot of things that often get requested in my classes, and in particular my yoga for athletes classes. So let's get started. Just coming into a really tall seat. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill up the lungs and the belly all the way. And sigh everything out, landing into your practice, and bringing your focus and awareness into the breath, lengthening out your inhales and your exhales equally, letting everything slow down, letting all of the parts of you come back. So you can be here in the present with your body, with your practice. On an inhale, roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then relax them down the back. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, lift your shoulders high. Roll them back and down. Exhale. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, rolling back and down, coming into a taller seat, and very gently start to lower your left ear down towards your left shoulder. Take a deep breath in and out. And very gently just start to bring your chin closer towards your chest. Rolling until your chin is facing your chest and the forehead is heavy and everything hangs. And then continue to roll up the other side, moving so slow until the right ear is facing towards the right shoulder. And on an exhale, rolling your chin closer to the chest. All the way down, release everything. Let the back of the neck relax and the traps relax. Just see how it feels to use only the gravity to support you here. And then continue rolling your ear towards the left shoulder. Good, and all the way back up with the head. Extend the right leg out and pull the left foot to the inner right thigh. Turn your torso over towards the right leg. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, fold over top of the right leg. So stretching into your hamstrings here. And you might notice, even if your back is really tight and the hamstrings aren't that tight, that you might feel it in your lower left quadrant of the back. Just something to be aware of. Letting the breath be long here. Inhales filling you up, finding some length, and the exhales gently dropping you deeper into the posture. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Extend the left leg out, pull the right foot to the inner left thigh. Turn your torso to face the left leg. Inhale, reach high. Exhale and bow. And then noticing here again how the back feels. And really the goal of the posture is to feel it in the back of the left leg. So gently guide yourself into that sensation. Don't drop in too deeply. Just start to notice the feeling and start to lengthen out the muscles. Good. Inhale brings you all the way back up. And move on to your hands and knees. Come into the tabletop position, shoulders right on top of the wrist, hips right on top of the knees. And moving through some cat-cow sequences here. Inhale, sink the belly down, raise the gaze and the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, press away the floor. A few times, just like that. Letting the breath be the guide through the postures. reaching the peak of the posture at the top of the breath and then also at the bottom of the breath. And start to move into any way that just feels nice in the body. So circling the ribs, sinking the hips to the heels, gazing over either shoulder, whatever feels nice. And returning back to your neutral tabletop position, tuck under your toes, lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. And pausing here for a few breaths, just really trying to stretch your heels towards the floor and pressing away the earth with the hands. And really grip your hands into the floor so you can kind of use every single finger pad like you're trying to claw the earth. And on an inhale, pick up your heels. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands at the top of the mat. Come into forward fold. You can keep the knees fairly bent here. Try to keep the spine nice and long. Hands can come into opposite elbows. You might sway a little here. Let everything fall into gravity. Let the spine become longer because the head is heavy. And you're allowing it to be lengthened with that heaviness. Good. Release the hands to the floor. Step the feet back into plank or a kneeling plank will do. Exhale all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes. Bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Inhale, peel up your chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to pick it up. Cobra pose. Shoulders away from the ears. Elbows into the rib cage. Exhale, lower. Inhale one more time. Cobra pose. Exhale, take it down. Tuck under the toes. Lift up your hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale, pick up the right leg. Exhale, step your foot through between your thumbs. Inhale, draw some length into the spine and into the back leg. Then exhale, drag your hips back. And we'll move with the breath here. Inhale, rebend the right knee, look forward. Exhale, take it back, straighten and bow. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, rebend it. Plant the left hand down, pick up your right hand. And very mindfully, exhale, take the right hand back, graze the ground with your fingertips. Inhale, pick up your hand and just moving into the shoulder a little bit here. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, sweep it open. We'll do one more. Take it back. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, drop the right hand to the inside of the right foot and pick up your left hand. And this time, as you exhale, sweeping the left fingers forward, graze the earth. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, lift. One more time, exhale. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, drop your left hand down on the floor. Sidestep the right foot over just a little bit. Plant the palms. Inhale, drag your heart forward. Drop your left knee down to the floor and walk your hands out as far as they want to go. And they might not want to go very far. That's fine. You can stay up nice and high if you need to. And a few little breaths here. One more deep breath in and out. Press up onto your hands. Pick up your back knee and walk your hands to the center of the mat, keeping the feet apart. Spider the fingers into the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow here. You can walk the hands back, traction yourself a little bit deeper. If you find that your head's on the floor, you might wiggle your feet closer together so that you have more space here to kind of hang out in the gravity. And keeping a lot of the weight into the heel, see if you can just shift a bit of the weight into the ball of the foot. So the whole foot stays on the floor, but we just move our center of gravity forward a little bit. And see how that changes the posture for you. Good. Pressing up onto your hands, walk your hands over towards the left leg and frame your left foot. Good. On an inhale, spidering the fingers into the floor, draw your heart forward, straighten through the back leg, and exhale, drag your hips back. Inhale, rebend, look forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hips go back. Inhale, rebending here. Plant down the right hand to the floor. Inhale, pick up your left hand. And moving slowly here, exhale, slice your hand back and down behind you, graze the earth. Inhale, open up. Exhale, take it back and down. Inhale, winds it open. Last one, back and down. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, left hand inside of the left foot and pick up the right hand. Exhale, right hand comes forward this time and sweeps the earth. Take it all the way back up, moving with your breath. Bring it around again. And last time, reaching forward. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Sidestep the left foot over quite a bit so there's lots of room for the shoulders. Drop the right knee down to the floor. You might stay here with the hands or you might walk them out. You might come quite a bit deeper into your lizard pose. And just stay here with your breath, keeping the sensation at a manageable level. And by that I mean just not taking it so far that the whole body feels tense. Keep it nice and gentle. Good. Inhale, pressing up onto your hands. Tuck your back toes under and just step your left foot back. Find downward facing dog. Pedal the heels a couple of times towards the floor. The hamstrings should feel quite a bit more open now. Good. And lowering the knees down to the floor, we're going to tuck under the pinky toes. And like tuck under all the toes, but especially the pinkies, because sometimes they're stubborn and they flare out to the sides, so we manually have to do it. So settling your hips back on top of your heels. We do this footwork in class sometimes, and it gets requested quite a bit. We'll take the arms out to the side into a cactus shape. On an exhale, cross the right elbow over top of the left and bring your palms to meet in front of your face. If you're finding that this is impossible, you could choose to meet the backs of the palms together or just bring the arms into a big bear hug. On an inhale, pick up the hands. Exhale, lower the elbows. Once again, inhale, pick up the hands. Exhale, elbows down. And one more time, inhale, reach it high. Exhale, elbows lower. Inhale, unravel, cactus shape in the arms. Exhale, left elbow over the right this time. The palms meet, back to the hands, or it's a bear hug. Inhale, pick up the hands. Exhale, lower your elbows. And 2 more times like that. Big breath in, reach up. And take it down. And once again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, elbows down. Unravel the arms. This time we'll release the feet, so hands to the floor. Roll forward and just kind of give your tops of your feet a little tap to the earth. Bring the blood back in. And then there's a nice little counter stretch to this where we lean back any amount. So be careful here. You can support with the fingers and just lean up onto the toes so you get them to curl in the other way. Good. And then coming back through center, come back into the tabletop position. And if your arms are tired, you may come down onto the forearms, but it's up to you. Extend first the right leg out, and then bend the right knee and bring it right into the crook of the left knee. And we're going to just move it a little side to side in there. So you're going to seek out any kind of knots, any kind of really painful places. And when you find them, just allow the knee to sink in and kind of breathe into that spot, kind of ask it to release. You might even kick your heel to your bum to kind of move the bone deeper into the muscle, your knee bone into your calf muscle, that is. And just keep moving side to side, down the leg, find these places. Keep the breath going, very important. Keep it going, keep it going. The only rule with this kind of work is if something goes numb, get off of it. The pain's okay, just make sure you can breathe. Good, and release that one down. Right knee comes down. Extend the left toes back. So you're kind of in this lengthened downward facing dog. Lift the hips and give that calf a really big stretch. Good, and lower down. We'll do the other side. This time, left leg extends back, bend the left knee, and then take it into the back of the right knee. And start to move it side to side. Searching for those little pockets of pain. And if you're using swear words, that's super normal. Just know that. And once you find them, you might kind of kick your heel to your bum or move it around side to side. Just really shear the muscle apart. If you do this often, it's really not that bad. If you kind of take care of it, like a weekly maintenance kind of deal. If you run a lot, lift a lot, and you don't do this, it might be painful. And letting that one go. Tuck the right toes back and under. Lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Modified downward dog. Good, and just step yourself into a regular downward facing dog. And you might explore here a little bit, just see if the heels come a bit closer to the floor, see if anything feels a little bit more open. Good, and inhale, pick up the right leg. Exhale, bring your shin through behind your wrists. We're setting up for pigeon here. Sprinkle the fingers into the floor and guide your hips so they're nice and even with the top of the mat, and then lower yourself down into your best pigeon. And we'll take 5 deep breaths here. Good. Finishing off your last exhale and then pressing yourself all the way up. Tuck under your back toes, step back, downward dog. Inhale, pick up the left leg and swing your shin through, pigeon on the left. Fingers come into the earth, lift your heart, square the hips, and then lower yourself down into your comfiest, coziest pigeon. Keep breathing those beautiful big inhales and exhales, clearing the body. Finishing off your last exhale here. Press yourself up. Take downward dog. Good. Lower the knees to the earth and then come onto your back. We're going to flow right into happy baby pose. So reaching for the feet and giving yourself a little wiggle side to side, a little massage into the low back, release into the thighs. Good, pulling the knees in towards the chest now. Bring the arms down into that cactus shape on the floor. You're gonna just gently drop the knees off to the right side and maybe gaze over top of your left thumb. Good, inhale the knees back through center. Exhale, drop them to the left and bring the gaze over the right side. Inhale, bring the knees back through center and give them the biggest squeeze against your body. Just pull everything in, even the head. And then exhale, release everything down onto the floor. Heels splay wide, hands splay wide. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh everything out. And release everything into the earth. Let it all go. Give yourself as much rest here as you need in this moment. And thank you so much for your practice today. I hope it served you well. Namaste.